So hey folks, what's the deal with the neighborhoods? What are the market conditions down here in Pompano Beach? Are there investment opportunities? I mean, all kinds of stuff. Well folks, you're in for a treat. We're gonna go ahead and answer these questions and a whole lot more as we dive deeply into relocating and moving in Pompano Beach. And I'm pretty sure that by the time we finish with this video, you're gonna be trading in your snowshoes for flip-flops and joining us down here in Pompano Beach. So folks, we're going to go ahead and explore some of the best neighborhoods in Pompano Beach. We're going to look at those from the standpoint of basically budget and preferences. One of the first neighborhoods we're going to be checking out is Harbor Village. And if you have any questions as to why the name came about, take a look right behind me here. Harbor Village is one of those neighborhoods that's basically caters to boaters. And it's like many of the neighborhoods down here in this Fort Lauderdale area, especially around Pompano Beach, that when it's being close to the intercoastal waterway, there's a number of canals that basically feed out into the intercoastal. This canal happens to be one of the ones that's pretty much been overtaken by a lot of sailboats. But there are a number of these canals that basically feed out into the intercoastal waterway, which ultimately feeds out into the Atlantic Ocean. Folks, Harbor Village, one of those neighborhoods that really caters to the boating life, okay? It's predominantly single-family homes, although there are a couple of townhouses sprinkled out and around. Harbor Village is anywhere from 2 to 6 bedrooms and 2 to 7 bathrooms, single-family homes. Now, the nice thing about Harbor Village is that it has a little something for everybody. Houses in Harbor Village start around $525,000, and they can go up upwards of over $5 million. So there really is a little bit of something for everybody here in Harbor Village.
Kevin, why do you think there's such a discrepancy in the price point?
Well, I think a lot of it comes down from the fact that they were built over an extended period of time. Harbor Village was initially built starting in 1957, so there's been a significant amount of change and a significant amount of growth over time. Some of the original houses from 1957 are still around, as you can see from some of the surrounding houses, the traditional South Florida family type home. But what you've also seen is folks have come in and they basically built out additional homes. So if you take a look at some of the homes around, you'll see that they are much larger. Some of them have pools where the originals may not have had a pool. Some of the homes may also have another level put on, where most of the houses that were originally built were basically single-story ranch-type houses. Now, location-wise, as we pointed out, Harbor Village is right on the intercoastal. So, and it's basically but a stone's throw from the Pompano Beach Pier, and it's stone's throw from downtown Pompano Beach, making it an ideal location for folks that want to be close to the nightlife of Pompano Beach, the dining, the entertainment, and all the activity going on beachfront, but also be far enough away to where they actually have their own little parts and pieces of paradise.
Kev, how far do you think it is? By stone's throw, maybe 5 miles?
Oh, no, honey. We are probably no more than a mile or a mile and a half from the Pompano Beach Pier.
So no wonder it's such a desirable
Oh, it is.
place.
It's a very desirable location.
And how many homes do you think are for sale in this area?
There's not very many homes that go up for sale in Harbor Village for a couple of reasons. Reason number one is it's its own little hidden enclave. So unless you really know about it, okay, which is another reason why, folks, if you're looking for homes, if you're looking for property down in Fort Lauderdale area, Pompano Beach area, definitely reach out to experts like my team and I. A lot of folks won't even know about Harbor Village. It's kind of hidden, tucked away. And some of the homes don't necessarily make it out to the market because they're snapped up so quickly. But one of the reasons is obviously looking a look around. You can see beautiful tree-lined roads, nice wide sidewalks.
Yeah, I noticed that over here with all the tree-lined roads. And also they have a lot of palm trees. And it looks like it's very well maintained.
Oh, it's incredibly well maintained. And one of the other cool things about Harbor Village, folks, is that there's no HOA. So basically, you can do your own roof, you can do your own paint, you can do your own fence. Okay, you can pretty much do your house up the way that you want to do it, now within moderation. Now, I do know from experience, some of the folks here, they're going to kind of step out and make sure that you're not going out with something too wild. But if you can look around, you can see there's a number of different fences. Some of the fences over here are wooden. Also some of the white plastic privacy fences. So,
wow, and I've also seen a lot of wrought iron fences, which I'm in favor of.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of wrought iron fences, and of course this beautiful, beautiful setup right here along the road that kind of gives you the opportunity to see the canal, but not necessarily get close enough to where you could accidentally or inadvertently fall in.
Well, what I've also noticed, Kev, is a lot of the homes are very nicely kept.
They are, especially, it's one of these things where it kind of goes back to the conversation about HOA or no HOA. In many cases, when you look into neighborhoods, this type, the folks are usually pretty well self-managed and self-maintained. They don't need anybody coming out and telling them to cut their grass, or coming out and telling them to basically trim the bushes and trim the trees. They pretty much know what needs to be done, and they want to do it because it keeps the neighborhood beautiful, but it also keeps the values up and it keeps people interested.
Well, what I've noticed is that the paint colors and the paint choices are terrific. I don't usually see any of these wild colors. So not having an HOA doesn't seem to be a problem here.
So the other thing is that we talked about it being centrally located in Pompano Beach. It's also very, very close to the Pompano Beach Public Golf Course, to the Pompano Beach Aquatic Center. So folks, honestly, if you're looking for a nice, quiet, tranquil place to relocate to, okay, that's close enough to downtown Pompano Beach to where you can get everything that you want, basically with very, very easy, either a short drive or even a short bicycle ride, or as you notice, a lot of the folks around here will have little golf carts running around, okay? But you still want that little bit of privacy, a little bit of security, a little bit of tranquility. Harbor Village is definitely a place of interest. So folks, as we were saying, you can see a lot of the original types of homes in here that were built in 1957 and afterwards. I mean, it wasn't just everything built in 1957, obviously.
Oh, look at this guy.
But basically, you see some folks here getting a new roof put on up here, kind of taking things. Now, one of the cool things about this is if you take a look, you'll see a bunch of different types of roofs. You see some flat tile roof, you'll see some barrel tile roof, you'll see single story homes, you'll see 2-story homes that were built up and built out, okay? And as we come up down here at the end, one of the very cool things is at the end of each of these roads, it dead ends into the intercoastal.
Now, this looks like this house right here is getting a whole new makeover.
Exactly. I mean, we'll see a lot of those too, honey, where basically you see a lot of the homes getting a new makeover and some of them will just get a facelift, some of them will get a whole new makeover, okay? And here's a place that basically looks like it has its own another lot that's available. So folks, if you've always wanted to have a lot on the waterfront in the intercoastal, give us a call and let us know. We can certainly look at it and chase it down for you.
Oh, that's a very nice house right there, sitting way in the back in the corner.
Now, one of the things is that you'll notice is that a lot of these homes have fences. And in addition to having the variety of whatever fence you want to put up there, the fences are up because most of the homes in the back have their own pool.
Yeah, and you'll see a lot of trucks here, and obviously it's for towing boats.
Good point. Exactly. You see a lot of trucks here that have tow hooks in the back, and Jeeps and 4-wheel drives that'll have towing hitches. That's so they can basically tow their boats. In some cases, you may have your waterfront, but you may not have a large enough dockage area for your boat. So, folks, you can kind of see what I was talking about down here inside of one of the neighborhoods in Harbor Village. You can see what I was talking about. Some of the homes here are basically the single-family homes. They're waterfront type homes, single level ranch type homes, and it looks just like it did in basically, the way when it was built in 1957. Now, if you take a little walk up here, you can see off to my left here, homes that have been renovated, 2 stories, a little bit larger. So you can kind of see there's a mix of something of the young, there's a mix of the old and mix of the new. A beautiful home right here where they basically went ahead and put in some different pavers in the driveway as opposed to the traditional asphalt driveway. So folks, again, it's not having an HOA here gives folks the flexibility to kind of do what they want to do, okay? And within reason, a lot of times the neighbors will keep them in check too.
Okay guys, here's the real magic. Harbor Village is nestled perfectly between Hillsborough and Fort Lauderdale inlets, and there's no pesky bridges to worry about, which means you can sail your boat without any stress, whether you've got a nice, massive, beautiful yacht or you got a family fishing boat. And the Hillsborough Inlet is just a short hop away. It's a favorite spot for dropping anchor and enjoying some quality time with family and friends. And it's literally a quick boat ride from Harbor Village, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes tops. And picture this. This has a nice beach where kids and dogs are always having a blast. It's serious, one of the cutest things. We love going there. And if you're all about the coastal living vibe, Harbor Village is where it's at. It's just not a neighborhood, it's a community of boating enthusiasts and where they know how to live life and enjoy it. And trust me, you'll meet some amazing people, and it's all about the boating life.
So, folks, for those looking for the lower maintenance option, away from Harbor Village, we have Palm Air. Palm Air is one of the largest, from a property-wise, neighborhoods here in Pompano Beach. Palm Air is with over 9,000 condominiums and single-family homes, townhomes, and villas Palm Air is an ideal choice for folks, whether you're looking to scale up, whether you're looking to scale back down, whether you're coming down here to retire, whether you're looking to come into the area in a family-friendly neighborhood. Palm Air has got something for just about everyone. So folks, when I say it's got just about something for everyone, what do I really mean? Okay. Well, as I said, it's got over 9,000 condominiums. Some of those condominiums are over 55, which is great for folks that are coming down here to retire or coming down here for for an active adult lifestyle. Okay. Some of the condominiums are all ages, which has something for just about everybody. Most of the condominium complexes around and within Palm Air have their own little clubhouses and pools. In some cases, some of the clubhouses have 2 pools. Most have grills. They have tennis courts. They have shuffleboard courts. They have a little bit of something for, as I get, just a little bit of something for just about everybody. There are some beautiful, beautiful villas here in Palm Air. There are some beautiful single-family homes.
Oh, such as Vizcaya.
Oh, Vizcaya is awesome. Now, the other thing, too, is that we talked a little bit about the parks as far as things to do within Pompano Beach. Palm Air is such a large community that it actually has its own Broward County Park, George Bruner Park, which has basketball courts, tennis courts, pickleball courts, huge playground for kids, and has walking trails. It has restrooms that are fully functional restrooms that are enclosed. So it has, again, you have something for basically everybody down here in Palm Air.
One of the nice things, Kevin, that I've noticed about the park is that it's available to anyone.
So the other thing too is folks, you can hear the thunder in the background. We're going to talk a little bit about the weather in a few minutes, but essentially we're just trying to get out and get this done before the rain starts coming down. Okay. And folks, just before we finish up on Palm Air, hey, you know what? It's August, so what does that mean? That means that we're in the middle of hurricane season. We'll fill you in a little bit more in just a few minutes on the weather conditions down here and what's going on. But hey, one of the things about Palm Air that really, really makes it attractive is much like Harbor Village, it's its location. Okay. Palm Air is really centrally located in the middle of Pompano Beach. You're only about 15 minutes from the beach. You are only about 25 minutes from Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International Airport. Okay. You're 25 minutes from Fort Lauderdale. You're 25 minutes from Boca, okay? And you're only about 45 minutes to an hour from Miami. So it's centrally located for everything. Now, the other cool thing about Pompano Beach is that both 95 and 75, 2 major interstates, basically run right through Pompano Beach. So if you're gonna go north or south directly, get on 95. If you wanna go east, if you wanna go west out to the west coast of Florida, jump on 75 and you're there. So it's truly centrally located for just about anybody, for everything. Golf, anybody? Did anybody say golf? Did I hear the word golf from anybody? Palm Air has 3 golf courses: the Cypress course, the Oaks course, and the Palms course. Okay. In addition to those 3 golf courses, there's two clubhouses, fully functional clubhouses. Folks, these are 3 18-hole golf courses that are basically open to everybody. Okay. And if you're a resident of Palm Air, you can get reduced rates and reduced greens fees for golfing. Okay. If golfing isn't enough, and if the pools at the condos aren't enough, then you have the health club at the Wyndham in Palm Air, okay, which is a fully blown health club. You have spas, you have saunas, you have an indoor pool, exercise equipment, all kinds of clubs, all kinds of activities going on there. You have cycling, you have all the things that folks go to the health clubs for, and it's right here, right adjacent to Palm Air. And again, being a Palm Air resident or being a Palm Air guest, you can actually get preferred rates in there. Now, one of the things that really, I think, separates Palm Air apart from some of the other neighborhoods is the Skolnick Center. Okay, Skolnick Center has actually become kind of the, if you want to call it, the geopolitical center of Palm Air. It's basically where you have access to everything. It's a huge center that has all kinds of stuff. If your association's having a meeting, it's at the Skolnick Center. If you want to get together and play bridge or play canasta or play cards or play poker, it's at the Skolnick Center. If you're getting ready to go away on a sponsored trip, maybe you're going to the Keys, maybe you're going shopping, maybe you're going out to Sawgrass Mills Mall, okay, it meets at the Skolnick Center. Everything that goes on in Palm Air basically centers around the Skolnick Center. Now, right next to the Skolnick Center every Tuesday is a little mini farmers market.
Oh, that's terrific.
Here in Palm Air. And
remember those barbecue ribs?
Oh, they have incredible barbecue. They have incredible, and it's all local stuff.
Local ceviche.
So yes, so again, when I say there's something for everybody here at Palm Air, I mean there's something for everybody here at Palm Air.
You know what I've also noticed right here, and we're standing right here in front of the gazebo. Right here, they will have yoga sometimes in the afternoon or mid-evening, and that's pretty cool.
So, and if you come down here in the middle of summertime, okay, as we're going to tell you in a few minutes about the weather, you're going to get hot yoga.
That's true. Oh, well, and they also, if you don't want hot yoga, you could also go to Pompano Beach, and they have sunrise yoga at Pompano Beach.
True,
and that's
very
pretty cool
true.
too, as well. Looks like we're going to get hit with the storm.
Different events. They've got a Motown vibe. It looks like they've got a senior wellness expo that happened. Yoga classes. So this is a nice little community center option right over here near the gazebo.
So folks looking to invest in dynamic Pompano Beach, in addition to leasing options in neighborhoods like Harbor Village, Palm Air, Pompano Beach offers a number of duplexes, triplexes, and quadplex properties that are in areas that are already zoned to support multifamily environments and are just optimal for folks looking to invest in property down in Pompano Beach. So, you know, these kind of properties, they're great for folks that are either looking to have an investment that's going to basically be, you rent it out the entire time, whether it's a duplex, triplex, or quadplex, you rent it out year-round to folks, or you can do seasonal rentals, depending upon some of the HOA, if there are HOA requirements in there, or if it's something that you want to maybe come down for a little bit, couple times a year on your own, you can rent out one of the duplexes or two of the triplexes or even three of the quadplexes and keep one available for yourself to basically come down and either hang out for the winter, okay, or if you have friends or family that want to do it. Ideal opportunities, a lot of flexibility, some of the investment properties, the duplexes, triplexes, and quadplexes here in Pompano Beach. So folks, but again, these are investment properties, so you know, this is important for you to reach out to experts like my team and I so we can help you look and see where those optimal properties are. Some of the properties are in absolutely pristine neighborhoods. Some of the properties, which are actually some very good bargains, are in neighborhoods that are going through a little bit of an update, a little bit of regentrification, as we call it, okay, and that are going to be very, very valuable properties in the coming years. Now, folks, it's important to realize that in Pompano Beach, property values are going up about 2.5% per year. So even the moderate property value growth of 2% over a number of years is going to give you a very, very nice, tangible return on you. So, folks, the other thing is that, you know, be sure to take a look at some of our other videos on short-term rentals, videos on long-term rentals, videos on investing in condos here in South Florida or in the Fort Lauderdale area, Pompano Beach area. Feel free to check out any of the other videos that we've dropped out, and, you know, go ahead and give us a little subscribe and a little like. And please feel free to drop some comments in, ask any questions that you may have. So folks, the Pompano Beach housing market, it's somewhat competitive. On an average of most properties in Pompano Beach receive 2 or more offers on the properties, and they're typically selling at an average of about 56 days. Now folks, the median sales price in Pompano Beach was $358K last month. And that's up 2.1% over the last year. So we talked from an investment perspective, talked about getting that 2% increase. That's just an annual increase, you know, of 2%. Very, very moderate, but it's still coming through and coming in. The median sale price per square foot in Pompano Beach is about $293 a square foot, which is well below the $300 threshold that you see in a lot of the other areas. For example, you know, Coral Springs, Coconut Creek, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton is well over $300 a square foot. You know, as we indicated, homes in Pompano Beach typically sell after they've been on the market for about 56 days. Now, I need to kind of qualify that, because basically the way that we look at that is it's the amount of time it takes from when the property is actually put on the market and made active, okay, till the time the property is recorded closed. Now, there are a number of things that can transpire within there, and it typically takes 30 to 45 days to get properties closed. Now, if you are in a hurry if you're a seller and need to get it closed sooner, or you're a buyer in the middle of relocation, definitely let us know, because we do have lenders and we do have title companies that can certainly accelerate this. But as a general rule, you're going to be spending about 35 to 45 days kind of going through the process of getting everything closed. That's a big chunk of that 56 days. Other interesting statistics is that 236 homes have been sold so far in Pompano Beach this year. This is up from 231 from this time last year. So we are seeing an increase in the sales volume, and as well as an increase in the sales price here in Pompano Beach. So folks, I'm really, really pleased and really jazzed to say that we're seeing a continuing trend improving. So far the rough numbers for the month of July 2023 are showing the average sales price is $395,000. It's up significantly from the $358,000 we saw in the month of June. To kind of put things in perspective, folks are not just looking at Pompano Beach. I mean, when you compare it to other spots like Lighthouse Point, Lauderdale by the Sea, Coconut Creek, Coral Springs. I mean, Pompano Beach the prices have gone up by 10%. I mean, that's a huge increase over some of the Pompano Beach's more pricey neighbors. Again, some of those things that we're seeing in the housing market that are basically, they're really kind of codifying and letting folks know that there are pockets down in the Fort Lauderdale area, in the South Florida area. They're seeing some really, really great growth opportunities and some great investment opportunities from a housing perspective. So folks, you know, we talked about some of the neighborhoods in Pompano Beach. We talked about, you know, some investment in Pompano Beach, housing market in Pompano Beach. Okay, but some of the kind of the fun, what is there really to do in Pompano Beach? And folks, I'm here to tell you that there's a wealth of things. I mean, we have the beach, obviously, which it's in our DNA, it's in our name, it's kind of the way things work. Okay, but the other thing is that Pompano Beach has about 50 plus parks in and around the Pompano Beach area. Okay, I mean, you have the Hugh Burge State Park, which is like a super, think of it as a hyper wilderness park where you can go in there and you can see kind of the way things were, you know, many years ago before industrialization came in. It's just very pristine. As a matter of fact, it's a deal that's kind of been made where they really can't make any significant changes to the park itself. It's an incredible place to go. It's right on the intercoastal. It has some beautiful plants, foliage, and fauna. Okay, I mean, you know, again, I'm talking about, you know, and it's also on the beach. It has some beachfront on the intercoastal. Okay, you know, the other thing too is, like I said, we talked about okay, I mean, and it's not just kind of going out and get a little sea, salt, and sun. It's go scuba diving, snorkeling, go jet skiing. I mean, if you want to, you can go parasailing, you can go, you know, paddleboarding, kayaking, all kinds of fun and great things around here. And there's a lot of local companies that will support that. I mean, you can go to basically anywhere along the beach where you can find places you can rent jet skis, you can rent kayaks. Okay. Then the other thing is also, you know, I mean, at a point in time, you know, we do get some rain. We'll talk about that in the weather in a few minutes. Okay, you get to a point to where you're kind of full of the sea, salt, and sun. Okay, and you want to kind of go inside. So I mean, there's a game zone which has all kinds of great indoor activities for folks. There's Planet Air Sports, there's like trampolines and zip lines inside. All kinds of great and wonderful things that folks can do, both inside and out. You know, so basically, folks, in Pompano Beach, the bottom line is, you know, whether you're going to hang out outside and enjoy some of that great weather that we're famous for, or whether you're going to go ahead and hang out inside. You know, we get some rain, or when basically you're just kind of full of, as I said, of that salt, sea, and sun kinds of options available for you. So folks, you know, I'm Kev, and we're living in Fort Lauderdale with Kev and Suze, okay? We're one of the original YouTube channels down here for the Fort Lauderdale area, okay? And one of the things that we love doing more than helping everybody else who with any kind of real estate related questions, because Suzanne and I are both licensed realtors, okay? It's basically sharing the area around Fort Lauderdale and the area in South Florida, especially areas like Pompano Beach, where folks have been asking us about specific information. We love sharing that information with everybody. We love showing everybody basically, you know, where we live and why we love living here. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, drop us an email, DM us, okay, or click on the link below and you can go ahead and set up a 40 to 45 minute session where we can talk about Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale, South Florida, any kind of real estate related issues or questions you guys may have. Okay, make sure that you click the bell to get notified every time we drop a new video out so you can subscribe. Please hit like if you like it, okay? And if for some reason you didn't like it, please let us know so that we can make improvements, okay? And also, please, if you would, share this with all your friends and family so that they can get kind of the 411 on everything going on around here in Pompano Beach, the Fort Lauderdale area, and South Florida. You know, folks, we talk about it in every one of our videos, and the reason we talk about it is because for two reasons. Reason number one, it's the number one reason why folks come down to South Florida in the area. It's the weather, okay? And you know, right now is actually a very good time to talk about the weather for two reasons. Reason number one is we're just barely getting here ahead of the rain. Reason number two is that it's August and we are in the middle of hurricane season. Now, for those of you that don't know, hurricane season can either be something that is very scary, or it can end up being one of the area's biggest parties that are going on. It just kind of depends upon how well you're prepared for it, okay? And all jocularity and all joviality aside, okay, it is something that you need to be aware of. If you're thinking about relocating down to South Florida or in the Pompano Beach area, you need to be cognizant of what happens during hurricane season.
Okay,
now,
Kevin, so this is like in the afternoon. How often do we get the rainstorms?
We get rainstorms every afternoon. I mean, every afternoon we get a rainstorm that comes through for about 15, 20 minutes. It comes through long enough to wash the existing humidity out of the air so that it can come back 10 times stronger after the rainstorm is over. So, and if you think I'm joking, come on down here and find out. As Suzanne has said many times, every day in the summertime in Pompano Beach is a bad hair day. But no, and generally the weather down here in Pompano Beach in South Florida, it's terrific. I mean, we have a very mild winter. That, you know, temperatures start in the mid 60s in the evenings. They go up to the 70s, maybe the mid 70s during the day. You know, in the wintertime. When it starts getting into springtime, it starts getting a little warmer, it starts getting a little more humid, okay? Temperatures, you know, now we're looking at, you know, 70s at night, maybe approaching the 80s, low 80s during the day. Then we get into summertime where it's, I mean, we have summer that's hot, we also have summer that's damn hot, okay? So June and July are hot, August and September, damn hot. Now what does I mean by damn hot? Temperatures in the 90s, heat index could be approaching 100. When you factor in the humidity and whatnot, it sometimes can go over 100. But you know what? That's all the more reason for you to go hang out at the pool, all the more reason for you to go hang out at the beach, all the more reason for you to go check out the golf courses. Just go enjoy yourself.
Yeah, have a nice cocktail.
Exactly, because after all, with over 3,000 hours of sunshine a year, you know, you're gonna have a lot of time to spend outside, which is, after all, it's one of the reasons why you come down here. So, you know, folks, with over 3,000 hours of sunshine a year, okay, I mean, it's truly, you basically can spend almost every day outside, which is truly one of the reasons why, after all, one of the reasons why folks come down to South Florida and they come down and hang out in Pompano Beach in the Fort Lauderdale area. So folks, you know, we've talked a lot about, you know, how much outdoor time you have and how much sunlight you have down here. A couple of things that are very, very new to Pompano Beach is a complete redo of the old Isles Casino and racetrack. It used to be a harness racetrack, and they took all that out. Harris came in and turned it into a really, really nice casino. But if you remember earlier, I talked about golf. There's 3 golf courses in Palm Air, okay? And if going out and walking the cart paths and playing a little bit, golf cart polo isn't your thing, if you see me try to play golf, then you'll know it's certainly not my thing.
But it is our son.
But it is our kids, okay? But they're also putting in a brand new Top Golf over by the casino. And I'll tell you folks, people around here, they just can't wait for that to come up. And they're making more and more progress each day. Okay, and it should be up and running in a matter of months now. So again, folks looking to relocate down to Pompano Beach, there are a ton of things for you to do. There's all kinds of amenities. There's the beach, there's golf, there's Top Golf, there's all kinds of dining and entertainment. There's beautiful, beautiful weather. Despite the rain that's going on behind us now.
We have snorkeling.
We have snorkeling, all kinds of great stuff. So folks, you know, I figure right in front of the fish, you know, the Pompano fish in Pompano Beach. So, you know, relocating, it can be daunting, okay, and it can be challenging. But if you prepare yourself properly, get the information that you need, reach out to experts like my team and I, okay, we can help make that relocation, we can help make that much, much easier and much, much less stressful. Again, if you have any questions at all about anything that you've seen or anything you've heard in the video, please feel free to reach out. Give us a little call, here's a little text, a little email going on. If you want to, go ahead and click a link on the bottom of the page. You can go ahead and set up on the calendar. We can chit chat for about 40, 45 minutes. Any questions you may have, Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale, South Florida, buying, selling, investing, any questions you guys may have, please feel free to reach out and let us know. And if you would, go ahead and click subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops. And please tell your friends where you got the knowledge, and please share any feedback you have with us.